This is the latest shenanigans in Chicago. Comprehensive update on Atiku vs CSU, Chicago State University, Chicago case by Ms. Pels. You know that I said it before that Tinubu is trying to, you know, run away from what the cases may be. But one big assurance I must say is that the man called P2B is not giving up. It will only take extra to see that Tinubu wins again. Of course, he has won in the court and he's now the president of Nigeria. But the men behind him are not ready to give up, and there's a reason why they are not ready to give up. Now, we expected that when Bola Ahmed Tinubu's lawyer shouted to the heavens that severe and irreparable harm will be done to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if the records are released. Remember in the former video, I made a video where there's an outburst by APC camp shouting that Tinubu's Chicago State University certificate should not be released. Now we're expecting something from the lawyers of Tinubu to give us reason why Chicago State University should not release Tinubu's certificate. Yet they couldn't even deliver as promised. Now, we expected that he would have good reasons and provide the court with new information. However, a review of their submission shows that his emergency application for review only rehearsed and doubled down on the mumbo jumbo they had previously argued in front of Judge Gilbert. No innovation, no introduction of new facts, just vibes and standing on the previous heel of the document cannot be used in Nigeria, and Atiku is trying to propagate conspiracy theories. That's just what they have been saying. Now, the following information is relevant. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's minions argued that the discovery cannot be for use in the foreign proceedings because the Nigerian Election Court held that it cannot be used, and the only document at issue is the diploma. Bola Ahmed Tinubu minions also argued that the discovery is not for use in the foreign proceedings and the discovery is unduly intrusive to private and confidential educational records. This was premised on their assertion that the discovery is based on conspiracy theories and is a cover for a fishing expedition. They also added that Bart's privacy rights cannot be overcome by a political opponent misuse of the Illinois court system to illegally gain access to his records. They insisted that there is harm in allowing discovery on issues and documents outside a diploma. According to them, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's records were illegally obtained previously and have been utilized to attack him. I thought they said Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not care about social media and he doesn't read it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's lawyers further argued that obtaining more documents via a subpoena, particularly ones that are not part of the INEC submission by BAT, is both improper and nonsensical. They added that the previous unlawful release of documents allowed BAT's opponent to sow confusion and spread conspiracy theories. Who or what court determined that Inahoro Eba's subpoena was unlawful? Thus, Atiku should not be permitted to conduct discovery on the discovery illegally obtained by Atiku allies. Hello, Enahora Eba is an obedient and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political opponent. So, discovery on discovery is rarely appropriate, but technicalities on technicalities is appropriate. This is what we have seen so far. They said it's certainly not appropriate when the sole issue Atiku identified in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's submission of his diploma to INEC. They then appealed to Judge Maldonado that even if a discovery is granted, it should be narrowed to only the diploma. Atiku's lawyers argued that there is a straightforward application seeking evidence in proceedings now pending before the Supreme Court, where he challenged the electoral qualifications of bots on the basis that he submitted a false diploma to Chicago State University and his actual attendance of Chicago State University. Atiku lawyers seriously denied the fact that Atiku is on a fishing expedition and asserted that he intends to number one, test the authenticity and origin of 12 pages of documents including two very different diplomas that was purported to have been issued by Chicago State University. We are getting closer to belling the cat, or I mean Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all of which have been submitted to Nigeria court and are all over the media. And two, the basis for Chicago State University's categorical assertion that Tinubu received a BS degree in 1979, given the discrepancies between information in the CSU documents and information submitted to INEC via an affidavit. They also added this upper court that if an intervenor, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, asserts that he attended Chicago State University and that document he submitted authentic copies issued by Chicago State University, this is no reason he should oppose a limited discovery. Atiku is requesting exactly what all Omo Luabis from the Yoruba tribe and obedient, articulate and all patriotic Nigerians are wondering. You see, one of the biggest reasons, before I'm going to come back with part 2 and part 3, but one of the things I must say in this very thing is that, just like what Miss Pearl says, if you are sure of the things you told to people that they are not lies, you wouldn't be scared to come and repeat it in front of the elders. As a very simple way of analyzing this case, if you told me that a snake impregnated a goat and we call you before the elders and ask you to repeat what you said, there's no need to be running around and saying that you don't want to go before the elders. And that is what I think Tinubu is doing now. But can we all agree that the man that is following Tinubu is not business as usual? Yes, he thought that he can actually bribe his way in one way or the other. I'm not like trying to insult him, but you see, the reason why Nigeria has been suffering for a very long time is the inability to ask questions and follow up the question. You see, we are good at asking questions. We can complain. Who shot the gun? Who took this food? Who did this one? Who did that one? We're very good at what we don't follow up the question. Just like the justice for Mohbad that is happening now, Nigerians are asking severe question. How did he die? Who did this one? Who did this one? Who did this one? And everybody's already resting. That is why justice at the end of the day is not served, because these people will use delay strategy to finalize the struggle. So you know what Miss Pez is talking about. We are coming back with part 2. Thanks for supporting the Future News. Peace.